trouble up in Dallas. We've got Dallas Cowboys family members that are speaking out.
Yeah.
How do you feel about NFL players' families speaking out on social media?
Um, I think it's more of that need to happen because I feel like a lot of we need to get like the background of these players, and I think it's a good insight of their mindset and kind of how because they know them best. So yeah,
I guess it also always depends on what people are saying. So if
yeah,
it's in defense of their family member, they have every right to do that. But I guess maybe speaking for them is something that they should maybe try to avoid.
yeah, I agree.
And so this has been happening in Dallas with four very well-known players, two from each side of the ball, offense and defense.
Okay.
Do you think that Dak Prescott wants a Super Bowl ring?
Um, I think he wants one, but is it working? No, it's not working. And like I said, just to kind of mention C.D. Lamb, man, I don't you do. I think he should probably try to look at more options because he's a talented player, and I'm pretty sure he wants a ring right now. He wants to be in that position, and if that can't get him there, you know,
Yeah, Lamb's mom had spoke out on Facebook. She said Dak isn't it, along with saying that her son deserves better. She
yeah,
said they need to get rid of his behind. These guys are on that team. There are guys on that team that want a ring. They work too hard, and she was referring to the Texans there.
yeah,
She said Dak doesn't want a ring. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think he wants a Super Bowl ring really
yeah.
more than anything else. But she continued on to say that she wished CD was playing in his hometown, Houston, here with quarterback CJ Stroud. And
Honestly, if he was there with the Texans, that would complete their team.
that would have elevated
Yeah,
probably this last playoff game, and maybe
oh
they
yeah,
win.
man, yes. Um, and I don't blame her. Like I said, we're as you see your child, you want to see them succeed with that team. You want to see them, and I'm pretty sure he wants it more than anything. And the way he's been playing this season, he's carried those Cowboys teams. So it's like the fact that he can't, it was unfortunate how they lost. Uh,
They did finally find a number one receiver with CD. Do you think the Cowboys are going to let Lamb head down to the Texans?
I don't see why not. Especially if he feels that maybe it's time for me to venture off
If he
into
wants to leave, he'll
yeah.
probably leave.
Then they should understand. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be bummed because they want to keep him.
They have him for one more year on the fifth-year option that they used on him,
Yeah.
but it's still possible for them to work out a long-term contract. Now, on the flip side of this, he did have a pretty bad game in the playoffs when they lost.
Yeah. Was it that game against the Packers? They didn't play he didn't do so hot.
So, if he is that guy, do you think instead he gets it done instead of flopping?
Yeah.
With his performance, I think that it was possible for him to maybe play a little bit better in that last game, but it was a tough team in the Packers, and they really surprised them.
Yeah. That Packers team, they kind of just sneaked up and made things happen, man.
And then we've got the Diggs brothers, Trayvon and Stephon. Trayvon tweeted in November 2023, let's not forget, he didn't start going off till Bro got there. And he's talking about Josh Allen and having more success after Stephon got to the Bills.
Mm.
And this was a regular season loss, but when the Bills lost in the playoffs, he said, man, 14's got to get out of there. And then in response to his written words, he told the media, I'm not responsible for how other people feel, anybody in this room for that matter, a reporter, a player, even my own brother. I love my brother, and that's the space my brother's coming from, is my family. You want to know how he feels? That's something you're going to go have to ask him.
Mm.
So if he leaves Buffalo, where will the elite wide receiver land in the NFL?
He definitely needs to be. He can be on a upcoming team or an elite team. Like he can go to the Texans. I can see him maybe even, But like I said, Diggs was open in those last few plays, that Josh Allen could have possibly made, and I feel like it's a lot of times he doesn't catch, Diggs open and things like that. So I'm pretty sure he's feeling like, you know, I'm trying to make these plays and get these yards in for you guys, but you guys don't ever see me, you know.
So this is more really about Allen's play than it is about Stephon's play.
Yeah, and I feel like, and we seen them two clash heads. We seen them two kind of get at it. So Um, I do. I see he could be on any team really.
So if he does leave, do you think the Bills will draft a replacement, or will they go free agency? Maybe CD joins the Bills. That's a possibility.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that might work. I think they'll try to look over free agency, but like I said, I think that'll be a major loss for the Bills if they don't find somebody to match Stephon Diggs, in his energy and everything like that. Yeah, it'll be a loss.
Yeah, and Diggs and Lamb play very different games.
Yeah.
I know Diggs, he's more of the long-bodied wide receiver,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll go up for those. But then Lamb, he can run routes really well. He's got that smoothness to his
Yeah.
route running. So.
Yes. Yes.
And then we have Micah Parsons' brother, and actually I agree with pretty much all of the stuff that he said. Terrence Parsons Jr. was critical of the defensive coordinator Dan Quinn, and he said that Dak should take a team-friendly discount or leave the city.
Mm-hmm.
And he had continued, the greatest crimes being done to Micah were by his own organization and how they are using him. And Micah is undersized for a D lineman. He's only about 250 pounds max.
Yeah.
Should they move him around more than keeping him right there on the line?
Yeah. Cause he can, I guess, kind of sub in as a linebacker. They can push him back and put him in different places just to see like how he work. You know, it's always nothing's wrong with a little switch up and change.
Yeah, he had said, Micah Parsons responded. He said, as you know, if I have something to say, I'm not afraid to say it. He said on Twitter, I love my team, my brothers on my team in the city of Dallas, and I'm more committed than ever to bring a championship to the greatest fan base here on earth.
Yeah.
Now, some of what he is saying are things that I agree with. Some of what Terrence Parsons said. The defense is the reason I think that they lost that playoff game.
Uh-huh.
Dan Quinn does have interviews set up. Do you think that he's going to be leaving for a head coaching job elsewhere?
Yeah. I'm surprised they kept what's the head coach? McCarthy, yeah. Cause I thought they was gonna fire him. I thought they was, but like I said, you know, I don't know how the Cowboys are gonna be next season, but it's Dak. It has to start with Dak.
Yeah, speaking of Dak, Dak Prescott's brother Tad has spoken out, and I've actually seen fans harassing Tad on social media. But
yeah,
he's pretty tough, and like Dak, he's also been a lot with his personal family life.
Yeah,
and he had said, Cowboys fans continue to direct message me. Trust me, if I could get Dak to leave Dallas, I would. I too want him out of Dallas. The city and the organization have been great to he and our family, but done with the drama and the so-called fans. He loves the team, and he wants to bring it rings.
Yeah.
And this is in direct opposition to the comments by Lamb's mom. Both players make impacts on different sides of the ball. If you had to, would you choose Lamb or Parsons?
I would definitely choose Lamb.
Definitely
choose Lamb because, like I said, he's a young talent. You know that he can really help us on the offensive side. He makes amazing catches when needed. And that's hard to find in a receiver now. So, yeah, I definitely would choose Lamb.
Yeah, it seems like families are more involved than ever now, especially with social media.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that some of these comments from the families are negatively affecting the NFL players?
I think it does have set a nerve, but I don't think it's they're not taking it personal because I feel like they understand. They want their team to win. You know, they're diehard fans, kind of like we said with the Lions. You know, a lot of emotions was coming when they won that AFC Championship game. So yeah, and they have every right to speak how they feel. So
yeah, y'all let us know about that in the comments. Who should they keep? Who should they sign long term?
Yeah.
And who could they bring in to replace these players if they leave?
Right.
And then up next, we J&J Sports coming to y'all with more in 2024.